Look at you. You have built what most humans only imagine in their private prayers. You have crossed deserts that broke other men. You have climbed to a height where the air is thin and very few can follow. And yet, you are here, not celebrating, not resting, searching for the feeling you were promised would come when you finally arrived. The peace, the fullness, the sense that it was all worth it. It has not come, has it? I know this silence that lives inside your victories. I have seen it before, 5,000 years ago, on a battlefield older than any you have faced, in the trembling hands of a warrior who had everything the world could give him. He sat down in his chariot, he dropped his bow, and in that moment, he looked exactly like you do right now. His name was Arjuna, and I am about to tell you what I told him. I want to name what is happening inside you, not to judge it, to diagnose it. The ancients called it Rajas, the same force that made you, the fire of ambition, the hunger that woke you before dawn when others slept, the engine that would not allow you to quit. Rajas was never your enemy. It was your weapon. You used it to break free from where you started, and it worked. But here is what no one warned you about. Rajas does not know how to stop. It was never designed to. And a weapon that does not know when the battle is over will eventually turn on the warrior who wields it. This is what Rajas without mastery looks like. You cannot sit still, even in paradise. Your mind churns through problems that do not exist yet. You are physically present in a room and entirely somewhere else in your mind. You trust no one fully. Not because people have failed you, though some have, but because the higher you climb, the harder it becomes to know if someone loves you or loves what you represent. You have stopped feeling joy from the things that were supposed to bring it, the new house, the new deal, the new milestone, a brief warmth, and then the coldness returns, faster each time. You fill the silence with work, with noise, with stimulation, because when it goes quiet, truly quiet, there is a question sitting there that you do not yet know how to face. Who am I when all of this is taken away? I heard Arjuna ask this question. He did not ask it with words. He asked it by collapsing. You are asking it by being here. I gave Arjuna a warning. I am giving it to you now, directly from the Gita itself. When Rajas consumes a man who has not found his inner ground, this is what I see in him. Today I have gained this. Tomorrow I shall attain that desire also. This wealth is mine, and that too shall be mine in the future. I have killed this enemy, and I shall destroy others too. I am the Lord, the enjoyer. I am perfect, powerful, and happy. The voice of Rajas, unchecked. The inner monologue of a soul that has forgotten what it is. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 16, verses 13 to 14. Hear what I am telling you. That voice, that relentless, acquisitive, never satisfied inner voice, is not your strength. It is your sickness. And the world applauds it, so you have mistaken it for health. This is not ambition. This is a warrior who has forgotten his own soul, who has fused his eternal Atman, the self that was never born and will never die, with things that are temporary. Your net worth, your reputation, your title, your address. These are clouds. You have built your identity on clouds, and clouds move. This is why you cannot rest, because if you stop, if the clouds move, if the numbers change, who are you then? The question terrifies you because you do not yet have the answer. going to give it to you. I do not ask you to give up what you have built. I do not ask you to leave the battlefield. Renunciation of the world is not the path I gave Arjuna. He was a warrior. You are a warrior. Warriors do not retreat. What I ask is something far harder than renunciation and far more powerful. I ask you to stay and be free. The first truth. Nishkama Karma. You have a right to perform your prescribed duties, but you are not entitled to the fruits of your actions. Never consider yourself the cause of the results of your activities, and never be attached to not doing your duty. The teaching that separates the ordinary achiever from the free one. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, verse 47. Do the work, give it everything, then release the result as completely as you released your childhood home when you left it. This is not weakness. This is not giving up. This is the highest discipline that exists. The man who acts without desperation cannot be manipulated. The leader, whose worth is not tied to the outcome, makes better decisions because he is not protecting his ego while he thinks. He is simply thinking. Anxiety is nothing but attachment to outcomes you cannot control. Remove the attachment. Watch the anxiety lose its food source and die. This is Nishkama Karma. This is your first practice. The second truth. Svadhyaya. You audit your business. You review your numbers. You interrogate your team's performance. When did you last interrogate your own mind with the same rigor? Every evening, one question only. Not a journal, not a list. One question. What drove me today? Clarity or fear? That is it. Answer honestly. Over 30 days, you will begin to see a pattern you have been living inside without ever seeing its shape. You will start catching yourself mid-decision. Is this Dharma, my soul's true direction? Or is this Rajas, the ego's hunger dressed up as strategy? You cannot change what you cannot see. This practice makes the invisible visible. This is Svadhyaya. This is your second practice. The third truth, Samatvam. Perform your duty equipoised, O Arjuna, abandoning all attachment to success or failure. Such equanimity is called yoga, not the yoga of the body, the yoga of the unshakable self. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, verse 48. The greatest CEOs you have ever admired, the ones who made brilliant decisions under maximum pressure, were not the most emotional. They were not the most detached either. They were rooted. They were steady. No news, good or terrible, could move them from the center of who they were. This is not a personality type. This is a practice. It is trained. It is built. Samatvam is not indifference to outcomes. It is total engagement with action and total independence from result. You can care deeply about what you are building without needing it to survive in order for you to feel whole. That is freedom, not from the world, freedom inside it. Arjuna learned this, and then, from that stillness, from that rootedness, he picked up his bow, and he fought the greatest battle of his life. Not from rage, not from desperation, not to prove something to the world that had always doubted him. From Dharma, from his soul's deepest truth, from the self that no battle could take from him. You came here looking for something, not more strategy, not another framework, not a morning routine that finally fixes the feeling. You came here because somewhere, quietly, beneath the success and the titles and the things you have built, there is a version of you that has been asking a question for a long time, a question that none of your achievements have been able to answer. Who am I when all of this is gone? This is not a crisis. This is not weakness. This is not a sign that you have made wrong choices. This is the most important question a warrior can ask. Arjuna asked it on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. You are asking it here, and I will give you the same answer I gave him. The soul is never born nor dies at any time. It has not come into being, does not come into being, and will not come into being. It is unborn, eternal, ever-existing, and primeval. You are not the wealth. You are not the winds. You are not what they say about you. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, verse 20. You are the one who is watching all of it. The wealth comes and goes. The titles shift. The markets rise and fall. The opinions change. Even the body ages and eventually surrenders. But the one who watches, that one is untouched. That one was never born. That one will never die. That is you, the real you, the 1% of the 1%, not the one with the most, the one who needs the least to be whole. If something shifted in you during this time, that movement you feel, do not ignore it. That is not sentiment. That is your Atma recognizing its own reflection. I will return. Every week on this channel, I will speak, through these teachings, through this ancient wisdom, to the part of you that the boardroom never reaches. Subscribe, so that when I return, you are here. And leave one word in the comments below. One honest word. The word that describes what has been running you. Rajas, fear, emptiness, restlessness, control. One word. That word is your starting point. The inner battle begins now, Arjuna.